about early American history, and the motto of this rendezvous is bridging the gap to our ancestors, because we need to learn from our past and appreciate those who built the United States of America from the ground up. We would like to dress up in the personas and the clothing that they would have worn, so that's basically the living history part of it, doing the things that they would have done, so that we have not only a knowledge of what they've done, but also a good understanding and a feel for how they would have felt in doing the activities that we do.
This is the caber toss. Oh!
We have a full docket of activities for the participants, who are the people who are camping here in the tents. We have things, children's games, women's games. Currently today is Tuesday, and we're having Highland games. We have a full range of activities of competitions, muzzleloading firearm, shooting, paper targets, woods walk, and we have archery competition going on currently right now. We also have knife and hawk throwing, just the same traditions that the early mountain men, when they got together and started bragging rights about who's the better shot or who can throw a tomahawk better or a knife, and their archery skills with the Indians. So we're basically portraying the early American life on pre-1840, which was the last year of the Mountain Man Rendezvous.
This is my wife's shawl, and it's beaded all the way up through here. And this is actually a replica from a museum out west. I forgot which museum.
This is an English yew bow, and traditionally a lot of the woodsmen would carry their bows with them along with their rifles, because they didn't, if they could take the shot with an arrow, they wouldn't have to waste the lead of the bullet.
This is a stove that was quite common all the way in Europe into colonial America. They built a fire in there and get it hot, and then you can bake in it like you would at home, just like a regular oven. And it holds the heat for a long time. The clay that came from it was from this property also. If you notice over here, this is my pride and joy. I've been working on that. A buddy and I bought this back. It's called a Nissan wagon. Actually, we got this in Georgia, but they were made in Raleigh, North Carolina up until the 20s. Now, a lot of people have said that these were shaped like a boat so they could go across the river. They weren't. They were built this way because it keeps the load centered, the gravity centered on the load. They all had a toolbox. And if you notice, when you come around to the back, you'll see a feed box that comes off so you can feed the horses. When Benjamin Franklin helped organize the wagons for Braddock, they were required to put their name of the farmer who owned that wagon on there. And they were also required to take a sickle with them. Why would you need a sickle? You got to feed the horses, so they'd have to go out and cut the grass to feed the horses and stuff at night.